We're diving deep into the fascinating world of numismatics with a focus on the elusive 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Let's start by unpacking the history behind this legendary coin. In 1974, the U.S. Mint made a mistake and forgot to include the D Mint mark on a batch of Lincoln pennies produced at the Denver Mint. This error may have been overlooked by some at the time, but it has since become one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in the collecting world. So, what makes this penny so special? Well, the absence of the mint mark not only makes it a rare find, but it also adds to its overall mystique and allure. The fact that it slipped through the cracks of the minting process undetected only adds to its charm and intrigue. Now, let's talk about value. The 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a true gem for any serious collector. In 2018, one of these rare coins sold for a staggering $1.1 million at auction, solidifying its status as one of the most valuable pennies in existence. Of course, not every penny of this variety will fetch such a lofty sum, but even in lesser conditions, it can still command a premium price. When it comes to determining the worth of a 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, there are a few key factors to consider. The overall condition of the coin, known as its grade, plays a significant role in its value. A coin that is in mint condition will naturally be more valuable than one that shows signs of wear and tear. Additionally, the rarity of the coin is a major determining factor in its worth. With only a limited number of these pennies in circulation, their scarcity only adds to their desirability among collectors. This combination of rarity and condition can lead to significant price variations for the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. For those lucky enough to come across one of these elusive coins, it's important to handle it with care and have it properly authenticated. There have been instances of counterfeit versions of the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny circulating in the market, so it's always best to have a trusted expert verify its authenticity. If you're looking to add a 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny to your collection, be prepared to do some searching. These coins are not easy to come by, but the thrill of the hunt can make the discovery all the more rewarding. Keep an eye out for reputable coin dealers, online auctions, and coin shows where you may have the opportunity to find one of these rare gems. In conclusion, the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a true treasure for coin collectors and enthusiasts alike. Its history, rarity, and significant value make it a standout piece in any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the hunt for this legendary coin is sure to add an exciting element to your numismatic journey. We have a super exciting topic to dive into: the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. You may have heard rumors about this rare and valuable coin being worth a whopping $1.2 million, but is it really true? Let's dig into the history, value, and worth of this elusive coin. First off, let's talk about the story behind the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Back in 1971, the United States Mint mistakenly forgot to put a mint mark on a small batch of Lincoln pennies. This error may seem minor, but it actually created one of the most sought-after coins in the world. The absence of a mint mark means that these pennies were not produced at any specific mint location, making them incredibly rare. Now, you may be wondering, how can a simple mistake like forgetting a mint mark result in a coin being valued at $1.2 million? The answer lies in the rarity and demand for this particular penny. Because only a limited number of 1971 no-mint mark pennies were ever made, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add one to their collection. The scarcity of this coin drives up its value, making it a highly coveted piece for any numismatist. In terms of worth, the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is considered to be one of the most valuable coins in existence. While the estimated value of $1.2 million may seem astronomical, it is not uncommon for rare coins to sell for 6 or even 7 figures at auction. The rarity of this penny, combined with its historical significance, makes it a prized possession for any serious collector. If you happen to be lucky enough to come across a 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your own collection, you may be wondering how to determine its value. The best way to gauge the worth of your coin is to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading company. This process involves examining the coin's condition, rarity, and historical significance to determine its overall value in the market. In addition to grading, factors such as demand, provenance, and current market trends can also impact the value of a coin. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with unique stories or attributes, so having a rare and historically significant coin like the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can significantly increase its value. If you are considering selling or trading your coin, it is essential to do thorough research and consult with experts in the field to ensure you are getting the best possible price for your valuable piece. In conclusion, the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of numismatic history with a value of around $1.2 million. This rare and elusive coin is highly sought after by collectors around the world, making it a prized possession for any coin enthusiast. If you ever come across one of these valuable pennies in your collection, be sure to have it professionally graded and appraised to determine its true worth. Who knows, you may just be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. I hope you enjoyed learning about the history, value, and worth of the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Stay tuned for more coin-related content and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for future updates. We have a real treasure to talk about, the 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny. This little beauty has a history as rich as its potential value, rumored to be worth a whopping $1.3 million. So, let's dive into the fascinating world of numismatics and uncover the secrets behind this highly sought-after coin. First things first, let's break down the basics. The 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin that was minted at the Denver Mint in 1969. As you may already know, the mint mark can be found on the reverse side of the coin, right below the wheat stalks. The D-mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. This particular penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was first introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Now, let's talk about the history behind this rare gem. The 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny was minted in large numbers, like many other pennies of its time. However, what sets this coin apart is its rarity and pristine condition. Most coins from that era were heavily circulated and worn down over time. Finding a 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. What makes this coin even more special is its potential value. Rumors have been swirling in the numismatic community about a 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny selling for a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Now, that's enough to make any collector's heart skip a beat. But why is this particular coin worth so much? Well, there are a few factors at play here. Point one of the main factors that contribute to the value of a coin is its rarity. As I mentioned earlier, finding a 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition is incredibly rare. This scarcity drives up the demand for the coin among collectors, pushing its value higher and higher. In addition to rarity, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its worth. A coin that is in pristine, mint condition will fetch a much higher price than one that is worn or damaged. Another factor that influences the value of a coin is its historical significance. The 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny holds a special place in history as part of the Lincoln Memorial Series. This series pays homage to one of our nation's greatest leaders, Abraham Lincoln, making it a popular choice among collectors. The sentimental value attached to this coin adds to its allure and drives up its market price. Now, you may be wondering how you can determine the value of your own 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny. Well, the first step is to assess the condition of the coin. Look for any signs of wear, damage, or discoloration. Coins that are in mint condition will have sharp details and a lustrous appearance. If your coin shows any signs of wear, it may still have value but likely not as much as a pristine example. Next, you'll want to research recent sales of similar coins to get an idea of what yours might be worth. Online auction sites, coin forums, and professional grading services can all be valuable resources in determining the value of your coin. Keep in mind that prices can vary widely based on market demand and condition, so it's essential to do your homework before selling or buying a coin. In conclusion, the 1969 mint mark Lincoln penny is a hidden gem in the world of numismatics. With its rareness, historical significance, and potential value of $1.3 million, this coin is a treasure worth hunting for. So, keep your eyes peeled, fellow collectors, you never know when you might stumble upon this elusive piece of history. We have a super exciting topic to dive into: the 1965 mint mark Lincoln penny. You may not realize it, but these seemingly ordinary coins have a fascinating history and are worth a pretty penny, pun intended. First off, let's talk about why the 1965 mint mark penny is so special. Unlike most pennies that have a mint mark indicating where they were produced, the 1965 penny was struck without a mint mark. This makes it a bit of a mystery coin and adds to its intrigue and value. Now, You might be wondering how a simple penny could be worth a whopping $1.4 million. Well, let me break it down for you. The 1965 no-mint mark penny is extremely rare, with only a handful believed to exist. This scarcity, combined with its historical significance, drives up its value among coin collectors and enthusiasts. But how did these no-mint mark pennies come to be? Well, in 1965, the United States Mint was transitioning from using traditional coin dies to new, improved ones. During this process, some pennies were struck without a mint mark, resulting in the creation of these rare and highly sought-after coins. So, if you happen to stumble upon a 1965 no-mint mark penny in your pocket change or inherited a collection from a relative, you could potentially be holding onto a small fortune. It's always worth checking your coin stash for hidden treasures. Now, let's talk about the history of the 1965 no-mint mark penny. This coin was minted during a time of significant change and innovation in the United States. The Vietnam War was in full swing, the space race was heating up, and popular culture was shifting with the rise of the Beatles and the civil rights movement. In terms of coinage, the US was transitioning from silver coinage to clad coinage due to rising silver prices. The 1965 penny was made from a copper-nickel alloy, marking a departure from the traditional bronze composition used for pennies. This change was a sign of the times and reflected the economic realities of the era. Fast forward to today, and the 1965 no-mint mark penny remains a prized possession for numismatists around the world. Its rarity, historical significance, and unique properties make it a must-have for serious collectors looking to add a rare gem to their collection. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1965 no-mint mark penny. As mentioned earlier, these coins can fetch a pretty penny on the market, with some examples selling for upwards of $1.4 million. Of course, not every 1965 penny without a mint mark will command such a high price, but even in circulated condition, these coins are worth more than their face value. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare pennies in your possession, it's essential to take good care of it and have it authenticated by a reputable coin dealer or grading service. Proper authentication and grading can significantly impact the value of your coin and ensure that you get top dollar if you decide to sell it. In conclusion, the 1965 no-mint mark penny is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history with a significant monetary value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual hobbyist, this coin is a must-have addition to any collection. So, keep your eyes peeled for this elusive treasure the next time you're sorting through your loose change. You never know, you could be holding onto a piece of history worth a small fortune. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1996 mint mark Lincoln penny. This little coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but trust me, there's a whole lot more to it than meets the eye. Stick around as we uncover the history, value, and worth of this potentially valuable penny that could be worth up to a whopping $1.5 million. Let's start with a little background on the 1996 mint mark Lincoln penny. This particular penny was minted in Denver, Colorado, hence the D mint mark. It was part of the Lincoln Memorial Cents series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The front of the coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, while the back showcases the Lincoln Memorial Building in Washington, D.C. Now, you may be wondering what makes the 1996 D mint mark Lincoln penny so special. Well, it turns out that there is a rare variety of this coin known as the close AM variety. This refers to the proximity of the letters A and M and the word America on the back of the penny. In the normal version, the letters are further apart, but in the rare close AM variety, they are much closer together. This small difference can significantly impact the value of the coin. In fact, a 1996 D close AM Lincoln penny in mint condition can fetch a pretty penny, pun intended. Some of these rare pennies have sold for upwards of $1.5 million at auction. That's right, for just a cent, you could potentially walk away with a small fortune. Of course, finding one of these valuable coins is no easy task, but hey, it's always worth keeping an eye out for hidden treasures in your pocket change. So, how can you tell if you've struck it rich with a 1996 D close AM Lincoln penny? Well, one way is to examine the spacing between the letters A and M and the word America on the back of the coin. If they appear to be unusually close together, you may have stumbled upon a rare gem. Additionally, you'll want to look out for any signs of wear or damage on the coin, as these can affect its value. If you think you found a 1996 D close AM Lincoln penny, the next step is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. This will help determine the coin's condition and authenticity, which are crucial factors in determining its value. Once you have your coin graded, you can then decide whether to hold onto it as a valuable collector's item or sell it to a lucky collector willing to pay top dollar for this rare variety. Now, you may be wondering how such a seemingly ordinary penny could be worth so much money. Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. The close AM variety of the 1996 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is incredibly rare, with only a handful known to exist. This scarcity, combined with the high demand from collectors seeking to complete their collections, drives up the value of these coins significantly. In addition to its rarity, the historical significance of the 1996 D close AM Lincoln penny adds to its appeal. This coin represents a piece of American history, commemorating one of our nation's greatest leaders, Abraham Lincoln. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history that they can hold in their hands and admire for years to come. So, if you ever come across a 1996 D close AM Lincoln penny in your spare change, be sure to take a closer look. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure worth a small fortune. And who knows, maybe you'll be the lucky one to uncover a rare gem that could be worth up to $1.5 million. We're diving deep into the world of numismatics to discuss the highly coveted 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right, this seemingly ordinary coin is actually worth a staggering $1.6 million. Can you believe it? Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty details of this rare and valuable penny, let's take a trip down memory lane to understand its history. The year 1968 was a tumultuous time in America, with the Vietnam War raging on and civil rights protests sweeping the nation. Against this backdrop, the U.S. Mint was busy producing coins for circulation, including the Lincoln penny. However, something went awry during the minting process of the 1968 pennies. A batch of them were struck without the usual mint mark that indicates where the coin was produced. This error was caught early on, but not before a small number of these coins made their way into circulation. And thus, the 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny was born. Fast forward to the present day, and these rare coins have become highly sought after by collectors. The lack of a mint mark makes them incredibly scarce, with only a handful known to exist. This scarcity, combined with the historical significance of the year 1968, has driven up the value of these pennies to astronomical levels. So, how can you tell if you have a 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in your collection? Well, first and foremost, you'll want to look for the absence of a mint mark on the coin. Typically, pennies minted in Philadelphia will have no mint mark, but in the case of the 1968 penny, even those from other mints like Denver and San Francisco were struck without a mint mark. Another key indicator of authenticity is the date itself. The 1968 penny should have a clear and distinct date, with no signs of tampering or alteration. If the date appears to be blurred or smudged, chances are it's not the real deal. Now, let's talk about the value of these rare and elusive coins. As mentioned earlier, a 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny can fetch a whopping $1.6 million at auction. This astronomical price tag is a testament to the rarity and desirability of these coins among collectors, but don't fret if you don't have a 1968 penny in your collection. There are plenty of other valuable coins out there waiting to be discovered. From rarer coins to rare mintages, the world of numismatics is full of hidden treasures just waiting to be found. In conclusion, the 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of history with a value that far exceeds its face value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep your eyes peeled for rare and valuable coins like this one. You never know what hidden gems you might uncover. We are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Many of you may have heard rumors about this rare coin being worth a whopping $1.7 million, but is it really true? Let's find out together in this riveting exploration of its history, value, and worth. First and foremost, let's talk about the history behind the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Back in 1973, the United States Mint released a limited number of these coins without the usual mint mark that signifies where the coin was produced. This oversight was a result of a technical error at the Philadelphia Mint, making these pennies a unique and sought-after collectible for coin enthusiasts around the world. The absence of a mint mark on the 1973 penny has sparked much debate among numismatists and collectors. Some believe that this was a deliberate move by the Mint to create a rare and valuable coin, while others attribute it to a simple mistake that slipped through quality control. Regardless of the reason, one thing is for sure: the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has become a symbol of rarity and prestige in the coin collecting community. Now, let's address the big question on everyone's mind: is the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny really worth $1.7 million? The short answer is yes, but with a caveat. While there have been instances of this coin selling for exorbitant amounts at auctions, its actual market value can vary greatly depending on its condition and provenance. A well-preserved 1973 penny in pristine condition could indeed fetch a six-figure sum, but most examples are valued at a more modest price range. It's important to note that the value of a coin is ultimately determined by supply and demand in the marketplace. Rarity, historical significance, and collector interest all play a role in determining the worth of a particular coin. In the case of the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, its scarcity and unique status have contributed to its high valuation among collectors and investors alike. If you happen to come across a 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your coin collection or inherit one from a relative, it's essential to have it authenticated and appraised by a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service. This will ensure that you are getting an accurate assessment of its condition and value, allowing you to make an informed decision about its future. In conclusion, the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating and valuable coin that holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists and collectors worldwide. Its rich history, unique characteristics, and high market value make it a prized possession for those lucky enough to own one. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or a novice enthusiast, the allure of the 1973 penny is undeniable. Who knows, you may have a hidden gem in your coin collection waiting to be discovered. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics with a deep dive into the rare 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This little copper treasure has quite the history, and some lucky collectors have even scored big bucks with it, think upwards of $1.8 million. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's take a closer look at this elusive penny. Let's start with some basics. The 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin that was minted in 1979 at the U.S. Mint, but unlike most coins, it doesn't have a mint mark. Mint marks are usually a small letter or symbol that indicates where a coin was minted, such as S4 San Francisco or D4 Denver. But this penny is missing that crucial detail, making it incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. Now, you might be wondering how such a small oversight could lead to such a big payday. Well, the lack of a mint mark on the 1979 penny was a mistake made during the minting process. It's believed that a few of these pennies slipped through quality control and made it into circulation before anyone noticed the error. And since they're so hard to come by, they'd become highly prized by collectors all over the world. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon one of these rare pennies, it could be worth a pretty penny, pun intended. In fact, some of these 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies have sold for as much as $1.8 million at auction. That's a staggering amount for a coin that's worth just 1 cent in face value. But for coin collectors, the rarity and historical significance of this penny make it a priceless treasure. Now, you might be thinking, how can I tell if I have a 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Well, there are a few key features to look out for. First of all, check the date on the penny. The 1979 penny should have a clear and distinct date without any mint mark. Next, examine the design of the penny carefully. Make sure that there are no anomalies or errors that could indicate a fake or altered coin. And finally, if you're still unsure, consider having your penny authenticated by a professional coin grading service to confirm its authenticity. If you do happen to have one of these rare pennies in your possession, congratulations! You've struck numismatic gold. But even if you don't have a 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, don't fret. Coin collecting is a hobby that can be enjoyed by anyone, regardless of the value of their collection. Every coin has a story to tell and a piece of history to share, making it a truly rewarding pastime for collectors of all ages. In conclusion, the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, history, and value make it a highly coveted addition to any collection. If you're lucky enough to have one of these pennies, consider yourself fortunate. You're holding a piece of numismatic history in the palm of your hand. And if not, don't worry. Keep on hunting, keep on collecting, and who knows? You might just stumble upon your own rare treasure one day. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!